Hello, I'm Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. I try not to watch the news very much, but every now and then, you turn the TV on and there it is. Well, only thing I hear about mainly these days are about the Trump indictment. You hear all about that. You hear way more than you want to know about that. So politics, the weather, there's some drought areas still. The heat is still on, and it's going to be here for a while. It's extreme heat conditions all across most of the country. Is it global warming? Is it just hot? Is it seasonal or what? I don't know. Sahara dust is in here for a little while. That certainly has a lot to do, but it was here last year. I don't know. These things are going on. Another thing you hear a lot about in the news is Chat GPT, AI, good or bad. And we're talking about military AI, and military having the ability maybe to mash that red button. Man, that's scary. So some people are for it. I know there's a lot of positive things with AI. I've seen where these wounded warriors are veterans that have their legs amputated or their arms, and they've got prosthetics now that they can hook onto them, and their mind controls the arm or the leg. It's amazing. It's unbelievable what technology can do, and I know there's a lot of good in this AI thing, but it is scary if it gets into the wrong hands. It could be disastrous. But I know one job. You can be like this guy, be a cowboy, because a robot cannot do that job. Cows and horses and cattle are going to be here for a while, and that's our job here, is to try to keep competition alive and well, so that people have a place to sell their cattle for a fair price. And every livestock market across the country is trying to do that very same thing. There's a lot of vertical integration going on. Heard and read articles about Walmart trying to make a deal with Tyson, or maybe even buying Tyson, and becoming more streamlined from their production all the way to the retail shelf, from one end of it to the other. A giant conglomerate like Walmart. Is that good? Maybe the end user, the consumers, it may be a little bit cheaper. People that shop at Walmart are looking for deals, and they're going there not because they have the fanciest stuff on the planet, but because they can buy decent stuff at a low price. And there's a lot of those around, but I don't know. There's some controversy, and I can see some bad side to that. When a huge conglomerate buys up another huge conglomerate, it's going to not increase competition, but it's going to decrease competition, because more is all right there in the house. But right now, cattle inventory is down low, and these guys are needing cattle. Prices are at basically an all-time high. Fat cattle coming out of the feedlots are bringing record high. Cattle futures posted new highs. Calf prices at the sale barns are almost at record highs. And that's just simply because of low inventory, and there's more competition for fewer supply. And I think it's going to stay around for a while. There was a report that came out on I believe it was Drover's Journal, or Progressive Farmers, showed the inventory going down all the way to 2025 before it levels off and starts coming back up a little bit by 2026. I know that's a long way off, but that's the projection based on numbers. And we all know when you keep your heifers, or more heifer retention, it'll take 3 years before they can even start producing more beef. So it will be low, and these prices should be good for a while, barring any kind of national or world global event that would change that. We had a lot of cattle here this week, and that's that time of year. We had 1,300 or better on Monday, and 1,600 and something Tuesday. I think it was right there at 3,000 head for the week, both days. And it could have been a little bit of a oversupplied cattle for these buyers. I don't know what the deal was, but cattle did cheapen up a little bit. Quality calves still held their own pretty well, but even they might have been $3 to $5 lower on 5 to 6 weight calves. But the lower 3 to 4 weight calves were off probably $10 compared to last week. But quality might have had something to do with that too. We did see a lot of plainer calves this week. We had a good run of cattle. We had some rain that came about the time the sale started, which cooled things off, which was a blessing. And we don't need to be losing any cattle due to heat. We need to keep these cattle cooled off because it is extremely heat under the barn. But we have fans, we have sprinklers, we have shade. We do everything possible we can to keep these animals safe and healthy. And our workers too, we take breaks and make sure everybody's hydrated and have plenty of water, because you can sweat it out in a hurry. So anyways, market conditions were off a little bit, but I think fundamentally everything is still looking good for the future. And our top prices this week: Conley cattle from Winter Garden. Van, you topped the market. I know you were planning on bringing a lot more, but conditions where you are wet, wet, wet. And I know you're waiting for it to dry up a little bit, but you did bring a 195-pound steer calf in here that bought $3.75 a pound. That was good. That calf was bought by DNS. And on the slaughter cow side, Dr. Harvey, you topped the cow market with a 1,500-pound cow that brought $1.10. That cow was bought by Florida Beef. That's your market report. Thank you.